Hello, it's John, and I'm really excited to share with you a brand new guided healing meditation that I've just created, and it's called the Hidden Witch Wound Guided Healing Meditation. And first of all, big shout out to Fiona, you know who you are, and everyone that has helped inspire me to create what is my first guided healing, which is the ability for me to create and record like a client session for you without you having to book me in. And that you can do it all yourself. And I'll explain a little bit about why this is good for you. So first of all, what are hidden witch wounds? First of all, a witch wound is the term I use for any past life that has had some degree of trauma, whether it's trauma that's happened to you from others, or whether it's trauma that you, as a result of you inflicting something on others. And it also applies to this, like any different type of past life, like whether you considered yourself a witch, a healer, a sage, an oracle, a druid, whatever it was. And what's important about that is that it really doesn't matter what that past life trauma was. In this Hidden Witch Wound meditation, we go back in space and time to the past life that needs the most healing at this time. And what that means is that there's a past life version of you that the trauma is still affecting you in this lifetime. So it is significant trauma, and there is healing still needed because your soul has still carried on this healing, this trauma into this lifetime, because it still needs to be resolved, it still needs to be faced. And your trauma will keep coming back again and again and again. You might feel these manifested as memories of those traumatic events, dreams, and almost always there's an effect in our present bodies. So you might have problems. A common one is like speaking your truth, sharing your experiences about what's happened in your life, your truth of your physical and metaphysical abilities, your psychic abilities, fear of speaking out against others. You might have problems with your throat, or be scared of singing or speaking wisdom that you just know inherently about this earth and the nature of reality. And another common area is the heart. These are emotional wounds and trauma, the baggage that you carry around in this lifetime. And we inherit this from our past lives into this lifetime, and it sits with us, and it stays with us until we face it. And it's why our soul brings it at this time. I'm just going to move away from this loud lorry. But our soul brings it in this lifetime because our soul came here for growth. We come into this lifetime for healing and for growth, not to ignore these past lives. And then also, so this is not exclusive by any means. It's not exclusive to just the throat, heart, and the solar plexus, but these are very common. And in the solar plexus, where we receive love and abundance, a source of creativity also, and our ability to trust ourselves and to learn how to take good self-care and self-love of ourselves. These three areas are really common for past life wounds. The hidden aspect of a hidden past life witch wound is that it is not always obvious to us, in part because of our mental belief systems, our mental models that our paradigms don't fully understand, or our beliefs don't understand that these past life wounds are very real, and I've faced many in myself and helped hundreds of people with theirs. And what I see is that often once just bringing attention, like going and visiting this past life, brings the most healing. Often our past lives just want to be witnessed. The trauma is carried into our present lifetime to encourage us to go back and face that experience. And the good news is, even though our past life trauma can be really traumatic, and I can share a little bit about some of the past life witch wounds from public client sessions. It includes clients that have destroyed entire universes to help save another universe or to help others, the destruction of planets. So there is no judgment in this practice. There's no shame. The only true healing can come from unity and acceptance and coming together. And then in the meditation itself, what do we do? So it's an hour long, which is exactly the same length as one of my sessions, one of my hidden witch wound sessions. And in the session, because I don't have to talk much directly with your guides, I'm able to go even deeper in the guided healing meditation than I can in a 1 hour client session. And I love that. Like, I love that we can go even deeper with you and help you even more. And I thought my little dog Patch had done something, but he hasn't. And the other really beautiful aspect is that we're able to create a circle of all of us. So all of us that participate in this guided healing meditation, and there are many. I saw you all. Thank you for purchasing this guided healing meditation. I saw many of you, or should I say, I saw you and you were many in this. We start off in this circle, in this big field, and then we, once we've greeted each other and we've set up a safe space, so no matter where you travel in space and time, you're safe and protected and loved. We then go through a door, and this door is unique for each of us. The door takes us to a place where this past life is that needs the most healing. And the good news is you can keep repeating this, and each time you'll either go back to the same past life if it needs that healing again, or more of it, or you'll be taken to a different one, really the next that needs the most healing. And we travel back to that past life. We orientate ourselves once we land wherever it is in space and time, whether it's on Earth, a different planet, in a spaceship, underground, underwater, in the sky, in the stars, wherever it is. And we find this past life version of us, and then we witness what's going on in the traumatic event. And I would say that just those first few steps, yes, the healing itself is important, but the witnessing is so healing in itself. And I spend a lot of time in my work dealing with, I call, like, lost souls, and these are souls that were never witnessed. You know, their trauma was never seen, and often that's all our consciousness wants to experience, is someone seeing us. And so we're able to see safely without, having to suffer the trauma again, to experience it and to observe it. We're able to see within the heart of that past life version of us and see what trauma was experienced, and then work through the healing. And it's just really, really powerful, just those first steps. Now I am going to have to pick up something for my dog Patch. The next step is that we bring in a source light, and we bring it into both the past life and present version of us. We get up close and personal with this past life version of us, and we send in these I'll just give you this guy. We send him this beautiful mantra of where we bring forgiveness and gratitude. We bring in this unconditional love and unity. And what it does is it allows us to really get into a state of harmony and unity and non-judgment and compassion, as opposed to the traumatic experience that we may have been suffering at that time. And it really helps smooth. So we're not trying to deny or prevent that trauma. That trauma happened for a reason. It happened for growth. Our souls have chosen to experience that journey because of the growth that it brings, and often playing a key role in this universe and the ascension of ourselves, the growth of ourselves, of our planet, and this whole universe. And next, I'm just going to flip you around so you can see a bit of the view as well. There's really beautiful colours here. Next is we heal every chakra, so all our 7 chakras, our 7 main chakras, and I clear anything out, assist with any healing and wounding. Use some dragon light language, which I know many of you are a big fan of. With dragon light language, helping clear and activate the fire within your throat and your heart and your solar plexus. And every single chakra is cleared and brought back into harmony and alignment, activated. And what's really beautiful about that is that they're then able to give yourself, this past life version of you, a great big hug, and to be grateful and thankful for the journey and the experience. And as we then progress and we integrate this past life version of you, and you are separate and yet unified, together and yet apart, you're allowed to then give yourself, this past life version of you, a big hug, and then progress on to the next stages where we allow ourselves to be released, to be witnessed, to be loved. We get to ask a question such as, how can we reconnect with that past life version of us? Or is there any messages that they'd like to share? And allow those answers to come into our hearts. And then we travel back. We leave that past life version of us to know that we can always connect across space and time, because we are quantum entangled. We are connected and feel each other regardless of distance, space and time. And we safely come back to our present moment. And I give a spoiler alert, I give a big beautiful speech at the end, channeled from my guide Maya, who assists in the understanding and the resonance as to why it is we've just done all of this hard work, and why we chose these difficult, challenging experiences in our lives, and how this healing is so powerful, how it helps not just us as individuals, that we help each other, we help this whole planet, because this is how we save this planet. It's an inside job. We save it from within. Let me flip you back around. So yeah, I'm truly grateful for this opportunity to do this hidden witch wound meditation for you and with you. I can feel you there. If you're watching this, the chances are you go ahead and you do that meditation at some point. And I'm really excited to hear from you about your experiences in this journey, not just the meditation itself, but also the experiences afterwards, in particular in the 3 or so days afterwards. Now, I would say, and I say this right at the beginning of the meditation, this meditation might sound cool, but it is deeply powerful. It is just as powerful, if not more powerful, than the individual sessions that I do with clients. And so I highly recommend it as part of one of my meditation programs. So if I'm offering this to you individually, as an individual service, as a product, then I recommend that you also participate in the spirit guide meditations, for example. And I'd also encourage you to make sure that you give it the time and space and energy the focus itself on the meditation, and to practice it safely, and most importantly for the days afterwards, that you continue to practice your energetic protection. And it's not that you should be scared, it's more that you should just make sure that you're setting up a safe space each day and just taking care of yourself. And I feel that's a really important journey as well. Is it's not just that individual one-off, like this is a whole journey through your life. There's no rush, you don't need to do lots and lots of my guided meditations all at once. One a day is definitely enough, and of course you can do more. And so perhaps you'd like to engage with my new monthly meditation service, or you'd like to engage with one of my training courses, or any of the free guided meditations. And of course, if anything comes up that you would like assistance with, or you feel that you didn't quite get enough depth when you first went through the meditation, I'd encourage you to book a session with me. But do know that if the meditation itself, the Hidden Witch Moon meditation itself, just didn't work for you, that it just didn't feel right, then probably don't book a session with me, because it's not going to be that different, right? What will be different with a one-on-one session is that I can focus on you, I can talk to your guides, I can ask their names, I can connect with you. But if it just doesn't feel right, the guided healing meditation, if the terms I use, if the energy I have don't work for you, then you don't need to book a session with me. But you never know, maybe in the future that will be the case. And I'd especially, and one way to test that is just come back to my free guided meditations, and that I continue to update those now weekly. And so connecting with those will be a great way of you being able to connect with me and my energy and understand whether we're a good energetic match. I hope this finds you well. I'm sending so much love from Scotland. Take care.